Hi guys, I'm back today with a little something different for me. I'm doing a technique video for the Make It Monday All That Scraps kind of tutorial series that we're doing over there. And today I want to share how I add patterns to blank areas of a stamped image. So I'm going to be using Tilly. She's one of the new garden gnomes from Sweet November Stamps that was just released here last week, and she's got a nice big open area dress that's going to be really easy to showcase this on. And all I do is I use small background stamps that I have in my stash that a lot of stampers do, polka dots and florals and crosshatches, stuff like that. So what I do is I stamped her up on Copic Express It, and then I'm just going to set her aside real quick. And I have a nice big post-it note, and the adhesive part is over here, which I want to pay attention to because when I go to stamp Tilly again, which I'll do now, I want to make sure that the adhesive is in the part where I want it to kind of stick it to Tilly when I go to kind of mask off the area. And it's kind of like masking, but instead of blocking off, I'm leaving open, so I guess it's more technically like a stencil. But okay, so I have her on there. Then I just peel off the post-it note, and if you're handy with a X-Acto knife, you could certainly do that, but I find, especially since I'm cutting through the sticky part, if I just do one straight line, I can kind of piece those two together and it's not going to make a difference at all. And so now I'm just cutting along the black line, and I'm going to create an open area wherever I want to add pattern to Tilly's dress. And so that's going to be this bodice part and then her skirt underneath the apron. So I'm just going to cut those out real quick. And that's why the simpler lined image, the better for this, because you don't want to be fussy cutting for hours trying to get areas masked off. So she's got a nice, straight lines to follow, and it's going to be pretty quick to do. And I'm going to come down on this side, and I'm not going to cut out the little swoop here that shows the underside of her skirt because I want that just to stay blank. But totally up to you. Okay. Now you could save this piece, and it makes a nice little mask, to use on her later for a different kind of project. But this is the piece that I want for this technique. So I'm going to grab Tilly again, and I'm just going to line this up right over top of her. Okay, and that looks good. So this is where my pattern's going to go when I stamp it in. And I'm actually using this kind of, I don't know if you can see it, it's an old autumn leaves background. I thought it looked like kind of a Heather Bailey or Amy Butler kind of print, which would be fun for Tilly's little dress. So I'm just going to ink that up. I'm just using black, but you could use any color ink that, well, if you're working with Copics, you want to make sure it works with Copics as well. But I'm just going to go black for this one so it's easy to see. And then I'm just kind of lining up my stamp to get where the print where I want it on her dress. And go down and give it a good firm pressure. And then I just peel that away. And now Tilly has a very cool print on her dress. Kind of looks like a brocade or something. And it doesn't even have to be the dresses. I actually did a quick one with Adele where I did her hat, and I used kind of a crosshatch background stamp from Prima. It's a little guy here. And you can, and I actually use the band as a mask. So when I peel that away, she's got a nice band. That'll be a different color than her hat. And I did another little autumn leaves background, that one, on Elsie as well. So, you know, just dig through your stash of background stamps and take a look at your stamped characters that might have a big dress to do, or bonnet, or hat, or shirt. It's, you know, lots of fun, and it's a great way to change up your stamps and add a little extra interest to your images. And I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial, and I'll see you again later. Bye.